What's good, my G's? Your boy Snow.
Uncle Rizzo.
Ignorant Gamers in the house. Another little podcast thing to you. Sorry I was burping. I'm sitting here drinking this fabulous water.
I need to go pour me some alcohol beer. I should have did that before we hit the record button. Saturday.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, we out here on a Saturday, chilling. You know what I mean? A little bit of Wii U game time on the controls as well. You know what I mean? Riz is probably looking at his Wii U gamepad right now too. Wanted to do a conversation, and we'll have another conversation about this, about E3. So right now, before all the rumors and stuff starts hitting the airwaves and all this other shit, I just want to talk about a couple things that I want to see at E3, or want to know about at E3, or whatever the case may be. I'm pretty sure Riz is probably gonna have a few things on his list. I don't know if you wanted to kick yours off, or we go back one for one, or how
Now
you
you
want.
go, because I don't have shit.
You don't have shit. All right. The first
Fuck
thing I want to
E3.
know, the first thing I want to hear and see more concrete information about is Siege, Rainbow Six Siege. And I want a solid date. I don't want none of this window crap anymore. And the reason why is I've been playing H-Hour, and it's clear that I have not been playing Battlefield. I have not been playing Call of Duty. I have not been playing any game that allows me to respawn. I think I'm respawn fatigued out. As much as I love playing Battlefield, and Hardline is, I'm still, even though everyone else beefing about Hardline, I still enjoy playing the shit. I'm tired of the respawn shit, and I'm on the H-Hour beta right now, and the respawn I'm being exposed. There's no other way to put it. I'm just being exposed up there. So I'm ready to see how this new Siege is gonna play. I saw some things in the footage that was kind of had me a little questionable, like made me question it a little bit. Like it's super fast, but it's something about it that feels, and I hate to say it, it's COD-ish. Feels a little bit COD-like, you know. As far as what it looks like it feels. Sorry, because I have not touched the game. Let me make sure I put that out there. It looks like it feels kind of COD-like.
I think that's the recoil doing that to you.
It might be the recall.
Which people were complaining about.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of complaints about it, so I'm ready to see that. As far as the other stuff that I would like to see, I want to see more of Uncharted, even if it's not available to like March or even just next year. I want to see more of Uncharted. I want to see an announcement, even if it's for 2016, of Gran Turismo. I want to see. Damn, that was a loud ass beep. I want to see.
What, on my end?
I think it was on both of us. I think we got the same beep. I want to see more functionality from the big two consoles, and I want a hat trick of shit from Nintendo. Although they won't be at the show, but I feel like they got something to do this year.
I don't know about Nintendo.
Esurance was born online. They have smart online tools.
We're giving
Yeah.
insurance free ad space. Fuck you, Esurance.
I might use it in one of my driving videos.
I don't know about Nintendo. Like, what could they come with though? Like,
Well, let's just talk about what they're not delivering. I mean, as much as that they are delivering quality games, there's still room for them to deliver some stuff to the fans that already got it. I mean, just think about one thing. There's no JRPs out here right now. You know what I mean? There isn't a legitimate Link game out right now. There isn't a a Metroid game right now. There isn't a
Metroid's a big one for them.
yeah, there's still some surprises that they can do just to keep watering their lawn, even though they're not watering it as much as they should. But there's still some big surprises that can get some of the fans that already own the console or already invested in Nintendo life, to run. Shit, I would even make a $40 Kid Icarus game, which I don't understand why Kid Icarus always gets shunned on the big console. I mean, I understand he does help with the
Game Boy.
with the Game Boy and the DS and all that era, but I'm sure there's a good group of older fans of Kid Icarus back when Captain N was popping, that want him back on the console. Would I even buy a Kid Icarus game? Yeah, because the last Kid Icarus game I played, which is on I think the DS, the shit was dope. It was a dope ass game.
Well, I feel like it don't matter who the protagonizer is on any Nintendo game. Their gameplay is always first.
Right.
And then the storyline will follow. Like, it's only recently after I got my DS and my Wii U that I found out Luigi's the bitch.
Right.
I didn't know that. And I mean, I've seen people playing Luigi's Castle,
which is amazing,
and all these other games, and these games get like wild fucking points on the reviews, and I just don't play them. It's not my thing.
Right.
And now I'm playing it, I'm like, wait a minute, Luigi's a fucking goofball. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's
they had to separate them.
That you find out the personality behind what's going on in the game, but the gameplay is still always first. I feel like Nintendo is the one company that you can dive into it head first and not worry about the game just being terrible.
Right.
Whatever they're selling, I'll learn about it later, but at least I know the very least is this gameplay is going to be solid.
Right. And I mean, and that's always they always are consistent with that. And the other thing too, what I want to see more of like the Oculus Rift, the Morpheus, and whatever these things is. Not because I'm interested. I just want to see if they're pushing the umbrella. You know what I mean? To make me want to start to like really want to look into it. I would probably never buy it. Well, for one, because Facebook bought Oculus Rift, so there's always been turmoil on that. Like, I think a lot of gamers are like, "Oh my God, it's going away," and I do think there's a way for both of them to exist. As far as the Morpheus go, I just want to see why PlayStation decided to put their money into it. I don't think they should have gotten into that business. I don't think console players I don't think console players really care. But then again, well, no, Virtual Boy was just terrible, so I can't jump on that. But I don't know. I want more. I want to see more of that story, that development.
So talking about the virtual shit, I never clicked with Morpheus. And what was the one Facebook bought again? You just said it.
Oculus Rift.
See, I don't even fucking. I was doing a video and I couldn't remember that name to save my life. But
yeah,
how to say it? It just was never. It never made sense to me. Like, why these things were a big deal. And
right.
The interesting part about it and how it made sense was when Microsoft did the HoloLens, where it's not virtual reality, it's augmented reality.
Right.
And you can still see the things around you, but there's other shit. There's other shit going on around you. You know what I mean? So you can see your couch, your table, your wall, and the game is superimposed on that. That to me was more exciting than wearing these fucking goggles. That's pretty much making me feel like my TV's up on my screen.
Right.
And I'm going to reserve judgment because I'm thinking about it from a logical standpoint. I haven't tested any of them.
Right.
I no doubt feel like there's a sense of immersion with Morpheus and God damn it, what's the name of the shit?
Oculus Rift. I can confirm Oculus Rift, the immersion on that. It wasn't for gaming, but I was able to test it at my prior job, and yeah, it was kind of freaky. I'm not even going to front on that. It was kind of freaky.
No doubt about it. But I feel like there's more of an asset to augmented reality and heads-up display like things.
Right.
So the HoloLens got me excited about it.
Right.
But now I have to go and do the homework, right? I gotta get my hands on both and then see, okay, what's the use cases for each.
Right.
So when I asked you, when you say you want to see them push, I'm curious because I don't even, the concept is still foreign to me. And damn, did you see the shield flag the screen just now?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
So I'm still curious as to see. I can visually, logically understand the augmented reality point of it, but from the pure virtual VR world, I don't get it. I don't get it yet. So I'm gonna reserve judgment. And I was just curious to see what you think they could push more. But every time I see it, it's stupid shit. Like they put you in a chair, and they have a video of you in this VR world falling over a ledge and people falling out the chair. Like, okay, now what?
Right.
Now what? Like, how is that gonna improve my Battlefield experience?
Right.
Meanwhile, I'm picturing in an augmented reality world, I'm playing Battlefield with no information on my TV.
Right.
But all the information about the ammo and all of that shit is on the HoloLens in the heads-up display. So
Right.
you took the heads-up display away from the screen and put it on the lens. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
So I just gotta see it. I'm just curious to see the differences between the two. I don't think I'll ever know. Like, these things will be expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So the only way to do it is just to buy these fucking things when they come out. That's it.
Yeah. The other thing too that I wanted to see, I saw some chat on the internet. It was like, somebody was like, "Oh, I want to see a Last of Us 2 trailer." I'm like, I don't want to see that shit.
Not yet.
It's too early. As much as I love that game, it's too early. I don't want to see that shit.
Yet. That game's got a while to
Like, let that just fester. Like, I want to forget about it and then just be like surprised when it shows up. You know what I mean? And it's hard to forget, but forget about it, mean like let that sink in for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that was when you get to the end of that game, which I hope you do, because I know sometimes you just because it does have a multiplayer that's pretty intense. Like, you just let that shit just marinate for a while in your head, and you're just gonna be like, son, yeah, this is crazy, son. You know what I mean? I want that effect. And then when you're there and you're looking for all these other games, and then fucking Sony goes, by the way, Last of Us 2 is in talks. Like, I want that excitement again. Right.
Games like that should only make an appearance
once every 8 years.
Console.
Yeah, the beginning and the end.
That's it.
You know what I mean? The beginning and end, like Grand Theft Auto. The beginning and the end. You know what I mean?
And Rockstar does not give a fuck about what you want to see and when you want to see.
What do they? I do want to hear an announcement about another Rockstar game, and hopefully, for me, there's two games I want. I want Bullies and Midnight Club, and I'll be happy with either or. I would lean more towards Midnight Club just because that's just the shit for me. But I would love another Bullies as well. And then
PSP Bullies?
I'm not sure if it is. That's a great title to pick up.
Let's see if I can score that right.
And another one is because I don't think Last Guardian is dead.
That game's what, 12 years in the coming?
Yeah, I want to see if they like rename it or something, or officially claim it dead. Like there has to be.
It's still.
It's so weird because they forgot to renew the trademark thing. Like, there's so much mysterious shit because Yoshihide said some shit like it's not dead, and then that shit happened afterwards. It's like, let's just talk about it. Like that Agent game that Rockstar never put out, that was supposed to be a PlayStation exclusive. People still don't know what it is. I no longer care for that game because I saw something on it that was actual, and I'm like, I'm not with it no more. I know they're probably going to give a release date for Final Fantasy. What would it be, 15 or some shit like that? But like, I don't.
Joint, right?
Yeah, I don't think I care about that. I would like to hear about Kingdom Hearts 3, and that's more so for my boys as opposed to me, because I kind of just stopped caring about playing RPG games. Although I do want to play Ni no Kuni again. Other than that, I just don't care. Maybe a new Mirror's Edge announcement would be dope. Dishonored. A second Dishonored. I would
I think that's
love.
coming in another 2 or 3 years.
I would love another. I mean, that game came out what 2012. I would love another Dishonored game, especially since Steve tanked. So I would love another Dishonored game.
Huh. I think I'm just beat down. I don't care.
I mean, I tell you what though, over the past few years, I'm starting to care less and less and less about E3. I'm liking more and more and more the GDC stuff when they get into like the the technical thing, and you know, some of that stuff. But you know, I'm starting to care less. If I get the opportunity to go like I did last year, but I couldn't because of all the bullshit that happened. That will probably help me feel good. But other than that, I'm starting to care less and less about E3.
The only biggest things in gaming really that came out of conferences like E3 it's been the reveals.
Yeah, I mean, but now
like the holy grail in the last 5 years. Like, oh shit, we got this. We finally get to see this thing and what it's about. This thing we're gonna be rocking with for the next fucking 10 years. You know that?
Yeah.
That was the exciting part. But I don't find too much. Like,
but
in retrospect, I feel like the gaming industry should just do what the tech industry does. You remember E3 used to be big for tech, and now Microsoft holds their own thing, Apple holds their own thing, HP does their own thing, Dell does their own thing. Like,
right.
Man, fuck these conferences. It's just a clusterfuck of shitty. And you know I'm accused Sony of this. Sony shows their ass at these conferences.
All the time, baby.
Because they have to, the hype machine, that's how they push.
Right.
And I feel like if these things didn't exist, then they would keep their fucking mouth shut and ship something that they, actually promised. Well, they wouldn't make these promises because they're not under pressure to.
Right.
And then Microsoft wouldn't get fucking beat down and fucking tossed to the wolves and all this other shit. Like, fuck the conferences, man.
Yo, you know what? Because looking at the Rainbow Six shit, right? Back when it was called Patriots,
yeah,
it just reminded me of this whole thing, right? So when Wolfenstein was announced, if you bought Wolfenstein, you're supposed to get access to a Doom beta. What the fuck is up with that?
You're right. Forgot all about that.
What's up with that? So yeah, we probably would need an answer on that.
That was a big fucking.
Yeah, because I was like, oh yeah, by the way, there's no multiplayer in Wolfenstein. What the fuck? But there'll be a Doom beta. Okay, all right, we'll let you slide. We won't kill you yet. You know what I mean? Like that's what happened with that. So
that's what happens at these fucking conferences, B.
Yeah, but to get back to what you were saying, I think some of the thing that's been killing, E3 in general, but I'm just gonna own it for a second and just say for myself. I tell you what I don't want to see, and PlayStation fans are probably gonna be upset with me, being that I'm a PlayStation kid. I don't want to see another Resistance. That's just me. Although they can make a pretty Resistance, because if I'm saying Resistance, I'm pretty sure somebody out there wants to see a Fallout. What is it, 5 or 4, whatever number they're up to. But anyway, what's been
never hit its mark, Resistance.
The first one that I think. But for me, E3 is starting to lose its luster because one, you got motherfuckers like Nintendo is like, the shit's beneath me, I don't need to participate, right? And then and then you got other conferences that weight is getting caught up, so people are now like, okay, well, we can hold out for this shit, you know what I mean? Because before we used to get the super early shit for fucking like the Division. The first time Division was showed in the E3 conference, that got a lot of motherfuckers hype. And yes, I want to see more about the Division. So it's like, okay, all right. And then next year, wait, this game's still not out? Like, that thing is starting to like really kill people. Like,
I
oh,
agree.
I don't want to see that now because this game is not available till like 3 fucking years, and you're lying to
Dude,
me. Talk
is
about
this
like the
3
same thing happened
E3s?
with Destiny. It might be the
Wait,
same thing
Division?
happened with Destiny and Division. I feel like Destiny and Division was shown in the same E3.
Dude, that's the shit I'm talking about. Like, don't
Is that
show me
right?
shit that's
Okay.
nowhere close
Or
to like.
1 year off. Yeah, it's so far removed, and it was like a lot of people bought their consoles. I helped that make me feel okay about my purchase. My purchase is validated because I do the channel. But it helped me like, okay, well, the Division's coming. I was super excited about that, and it's like
Nowhere
4/25, 2015, and it's still not even here without a release date. The game that was almost canceled altogether is coming out from Ubisoft, is coming out before that. You know what I'm saying? So that, and the other thing, which I said years ago about this whole bleeds it leaves mentality of that the media industry is that the gaming media industry is taken from the news media industry, is also killing us, because with that format comes leaks, and the leaks spoil these events, and the same people leaking these things are the same people complaining about E3 is trash now. You know what I'm saying? Or the people who's consuming the leaks is like, they're complaining like, oh, we've seen all this already. Like, we didn't seen the blah 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 footage and the leaked stories. It's not excited no more. And it's like, son, because we live in a real time era. Like, I can't imagine when I seen Little Big Planet for the first time and SOCOM 3 was announced and all this shit, if we had Twitter and that shit came down my timeline because I was at school or I was doing one of my obligations after school at the time, and I'm like, what? What the fuck is that? Like, a new SOCOM? Because I'm a SOCOM fan. Like, I'd have been like, son, I gotta get to a computer, be like, yo,
I gotta get out of here.
yeah, like, you know what I mean? But you know, in these days, it's just like, all right, cool. Is Nintendo gonna reveal a console? Is somebody gonna reveal a new peripheral?
Yeah.
Is some dude named Phantom, remember Phantom, is gonna come out and be like, we've got the cloud figured out. You will have no console. You'll just play from this box. Shout out to On Live. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
That's it.
It's kind of losing its luster to me. And again, the whole problem with, you know, that we're facing with unfinished games when they finally do make it to me, it's like, that plays into it too, and it's just like, son.
Yeah,
Know what I mean?
all that together, you're right. I've never like sat down and really tried to put a finger to it, but I think you did a good job. I don't give a fuck about E3, man. It's like going to the club. I don't go to the club anymore because everybody there is in the most pretentious outfit. Ain't nobody there to talk about nothing.
Ain't nobody there to
when you leave
actually
the club,
dance.
What the fuck was the point? How many bottles did you buy? Who's
Right.
this girl next to you?
Right.
Like, the fuck is the point? I'm gonna go to the club and come home with Drive Club. I had to, so my bad, son. I had to. It was too easy.
Yeah, it's too easy. I'll let you rock.
Yeah, man, but I don't know. You know what? I thought PAX was dope. PAX East was dope for me.
PAX was fun.
In retrospect, if I'd have, and I think I'm going this year for sure, because there was a lot of PC shit there.
Yeah,
And now I'm getting
you're
back
starting
into my
to you're
PC.
starting to go back into the sandbox,
You know
which
what
I'm
I mean?
still
Like,
avoiding,
I feel
by
like
the way.
PAX East would have been so much more dope for me. Like, oh shit, really?
Yeah,
You know, like a console guy at PAX East, there really wasn't shit there for us.
right.
But you know, I guess, man, I'm not excited about E3.
Yeah, I mean, what, Star Wars Battlefront has already been announced to come out this year, right?
Oh shit.
You know what I mean? And people's already excited for the game. I forgot to mention Star Fox too, by the way, for Nintendo. That's another one that Star Fox and F-Zero. Like, I don't know why these guys stay frying on these two franchises as well. But like, you know, it's kind of mind-boggling that PAX East feel when we were there. And I mean, we discovered Warframe there. You know what I'm saying? And look how well Warframe's been doing. Which I still attest that Warframe is a better MMO than Destiny. You know what I'm saying? And the people who, and then the mentality.
Is an MMO?
It's very close, B. Like, you gotta give it some. Actually, now that you got your rig, I encourage you.
Okay.
I encourage you to look at it. And, bruh, you thought that shit looked beautiful on your Xbox and on my PS4.
Okay.
Just have at it. You know what I mean?
It's on Steam, yeah.
Yeah, you can get it on Steam. I think you can get it on Steam. Mine's go through Steam. And you know, I mean, I don't know what they. I mean, it's already been announced. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been announced. We're gonna see gameplay before E3. I guarantee you, we're gonna see gameplay before E3. So that's already took a sting out of it. You know what I mean? We may see. We haven't heard anything from Halo 5 in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that'll help. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, what? Or we already know Activision is gonna show their ass with Call of Duty for Xbox.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't really care. It's Black Ops 3. You know what I mean? Like, we already know that's already coming. That comes every November. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. What would shock me is if we hear that there is no Assassin's Creed. That would shock me. You know what I mean? Because that comes out every year. EA's being tight-lipped about their Need for Speed game, if it's actually a truth to it. So that would be worth it.
I'm looking
you know what I
forward
mean?
to that, actually. I want to see what. I'm really excited to see what they come up with.
Yeah, I am in a way too. I hope they're paying attention with the trend that's been going on, and you know, but it's like, I feel like all these things are gonna be revealed to us. What's today, the 25th? And like the next few days, May is gonna be like, yo, footage leak. Footage leak. Oh, it's not on YouTube no more. Go to Dailymotion. Oh, it's not on Dailymotion. Go to Facebook. Like, somebody uploaded. Like, and it's just gonna kill E3. Like, if I had bought my ticket already, because you kind of have to start buying it now, if not already. Like, every time a leak comes out, that ticket just loses its value. You know what I mean? Again, yeah, you still get the experience, but you want the experience as you know it, of being in a crowd like an Apple do, like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, we all knew it was, yeah, you know what I mean? Well, true, you know what I mean? And yeah, every leak kills that experience, even me not being there. So I still remember my first E3s, like, where I was watching them on TV when they started putting them on TV and shit. Like,
what channel was that on? Not USA.
G4 TV, baby.
G4 had it for a while.
Tech TV, or what was G4? It was Tech TV before G4, yeah.
Actually, you know, they just launched the screensavers again. Leo Laporte.
Amazing. Shout out to them. They should have never lost their show in the first fucking place.
Yeah, they doing it. They start, I think the first episode in like a week or two.
Nice.
They're getting it together, but yeah.
That was a great fucking show back then, and it still is. Even though they kept it a web series, it's still been a great show.
I'm a big fan of all his shit.
Yeah, that whole entire nucleus was big, and I always wanted them to do well. For me, in my opinion, they should have been like the Marcus HDs now. They should, like, Marcus HD and all those guys should be working with them, you know what I mean, on television, so they can get some residuals.
I mean, he's been on Twitch once or twice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, but that's all them, isn't it? That Twit and all that, isn't that all them?
Nah, Twit is Leo Laporte.
But they're like a Rat Pack though.
Yes and no. So like they all have their individual one.
Yeah.
But Leo, I just follow Leo. I'm a Leo fan. But
Right.
he's got the biggest network.
Right.
So he's got like
No,
This Week in Google, This Week in Tech.
Yeah.
Weekly. But they all come back to each other. They all come back to Twit. Like Patrick Norton. You know, he was over at TechZilla. Now he's at Tech Thing.
Right.
John C. Dvorak comes back.
Right.
Kevin Rose is part of that.
Yeah.
So, you know. But that's like the original. That's what we grew up on. We grew up on those dudes.
Right.
I think the kids now, they grow up on
Marcus
KPHD,
HD, yeah, and all this other shit, yeah. Which is
Austin.
fine. Tech Buffalo.
Right. I've met that guy a few times. He's pretty dope. John.
He seems like he will be.
He's cool.
Shout out to him.
But yeah.
Linus seems like he's super cool too.
I fucking love Linus B. It took me a while to realize they're out in Canada, but I love Linus, dude. I love.
Oh, it took you a while. I knew that out the first time I heard him talk.
Yeah. I love that entire.
He doesn't. It's not the accent. It was a certain way he pronounced the word. And I went to school in New Hampshire. I went to college in New Hampshire, so there's a lot of Canadians there. Yeah.
I didn't know where he was. I thought he was from Midwest somewhere.
Yeah, he does have a Midwest thing to him, but the way he pronounced certain words, I was like, yeah, you're from up top.
Yeah, but yeah, fuck E3. That's my story.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there, man.
Well, you go enjoy yourself, because that's a lot of fucking work. You can't pay me to do that.
I'm just taking pictures, bro. I'm not reporting nothing.
I wouldn't even take pictures. I'd just sit down and take it all in.
Yeah, I would too. Because it's like people who go to concerts and they got their iPad or their whatever recording device out the entire show. Like, you're not enjoying it, bro. Like, you're really not. And you're going to forget all this. Yeah, you're going to forget everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anyway, hit the comments, man. You guys let us know. You care about E3? What do you want to see from E3?
Yeah, what's your 3 things you would like to see from E3 this year?
Dude on that motorcycle hauling ass.
I heard him.
Teach me for opening the window. I'll show you. Fucking hater. Your boy Uncle RZA.
Snow.
We out of here, man. Peace.
Peace.